So hey everyone, welcome back, and I hope you guys are doing well. And so today we are going to solve another contest. In this one, we are going to discuss both the LeetCode Weekly and the LeetCode Biweekly Contest. And today contest, I won't say that it's too difficult, and I won't say that it's more related to algorithm. So the today contest and the yesterday contests are more for the beginner perspective, right? If you have a basic understanding of programming, then it is really a cakewalk for you to come up with a solution. And apart from that, there is some problem which is not algorithm problem, which is more into like mathematical geometric. And if you means like in order to solve those particular problem, if you know the formula, then you are able to solve it. Otherwise you struggle a lot, right? So this is the whole brief about the contest. So let's see the problems and let's see what exactly is happening. So the first problem is pretty easy, like don't have to do a lot of steps. So you are given a 2D integer array matrix of size n cross n, representing an adjacency matrix of an undirected graph with an n vertices labeled from 0 to n minus 1. Got it? Matrix I, if I and j is equal to 1, indicates that there is an edge between what is I and j, and if 0, then there is no edge. The degree of a vertex is the number of edge connected to it. Return an integer denoting like answer of size n, where answer I represent the degree of vertex I. So this is the graph look like, and this is our example. If you see, vertex 0 is connected with the 1 and 2, so its degree is 2. Vertex 1 is connected to 0 and 2, so its degree is 2. Vertex 2 is connected to 0 and 1, so its degree is 2. So this is pretty easy. Let's write it in a better way, because initially I got confused about the problem, like okay, what they are asking, because I got confused with the like test cases and the vertices, right? So what they are saying, we have n minus 1 number of like in say vertices, which means we have 0. I will just do it like this. So just write there, we have a 0, we have 1 and 2, right? So let's consider it like this. And if there is a there is a 1 here, which indicates that from 0 to 1 there is a edge, from 0 to 2 there is a edge, right? This is the concept, because I got a little confused while writing the case. But yeah, it's pretty easy. And for the 1, if 0, then there is no edge between 1 to 1, and there is edge between 1 to 2, right? Because if you see 0, it indicates that itself, like it's a loop for itself. And talking about 2, there is a 1, there is a 0, right? So this is the whole case. So what we have to do, we just have to count the number of 1 in that particular row, right? So this is what we have to return. So if you see, yep, this is not 1, this is 1. We have to measure it as 0, 1 and 2, right? So we just have to count the number of ones in the each like row in the matrix, and just simply have to return it. That's it. Don't have to do a lot of stuff. So just iterating over the matrix, counting and returning my answer. So this is the whole problem is look like, and it's pretty easy. It's a beginner friendly. Talking about time complexity, which is O of n cross m, right? And there is no space complexity except the result which we are making. So this is the first problem, pretty easy problem, right? Like nothing complicated. Now the interesting problem, like not interesting, but it's more related to algorithm, not related to mathematical geometric, instead of some like algorithm problem. This is more into geometry, right? So if you understand, you are given a positive integer array sides of length 3, okay? Determine if there exists a triangle with a positive area whose 3 sides lengths are given by the elements of sides. Got it? If such a triangle exists, return an array of 3 floating points numbers representing its internal angles in degrees, sorted in non-decreasing order. Otherwise, return empty array. An answer within 10 to the power minus 5 of the actual answer will be accepted. So this is what we have to do. So what the problem asking is, you are given a 3 sides of a triangle. You just have to figure out if it is possible to form a triangle with those 3 sides. If it is possible, then we have to return the angles formed by the rectangle at the each point, right? So this is what we have to do. So initially, if you don't have the idea about the the formula, then maybe you are not able to solve it problem for the first uh, time, right? Because a lot of people struggle a lot to solve this particular problem. And if you and I also saw discussion section people are also mentioning that it is more related to like formula instead of an algorithm. So we will use the same stuff over here. So you just need a formula. You know how to find the cosine, like if you have three sides, then how to come up with the triangles, right? The angles. So this is what I am doing over here. I am just taking the values from the array, the sides. I'm just checking if triangle valid or not, right? And based on that, I'm just returning the result. And after that, I'm just calculating the part of a like law of cosine, which we have study in our schools. I just remove this comment or remove this. I just use it to print the values, right? And after that, I'm just converting it into 2 degrees because we have to return it in degree, and it will gives us answer in a radian. And after that, I'm just simply like I just have to remove it from here because I did it to verify if the code is working fine or not while solving it, right? And after that, I just have to return my answer. So this is the whole code of this particular problem is look like. And if you see, this is more into a formula problem, right? If you don't know this formula, then it's really difficult for you to actually come up with a solution. So this is about the second problem of weekly contest. And if you're not able to solve it, don't get demotivated because it is not something which everyone should know and everyone like able to solve and able to come up with the formula, right? And if you're able to come up with the formula, then you are able to solve this problem. So don't get demotivated. It's just not more into like algorithm problem, right? So that's it. Let's move to the biweekly contest. So this question is pretty easy. I don't know why they have mentioned, like why they have given this kind of problem, because this is like too beginner friendly problem, right? You just have to apply this condition and you got a result. Okay, what you have to do, just 3 statements and your work is done. So I don't know like why they have I don't know, right? Let's move to second problem. Count digits. So this is also pretty easy problem. What we have to do, you are given an integer array nums and integer digits. Return the total number of time digits appear in a decimal representation of all elements in num. So pretty easy, I would say. I don't even have to use my this particular interface to actually solve the today contest. So I just have to count from like in 12 to appear once time, right? In 32 to appear once time, in 22 to appear 2 times. So the total is 4. So this is what we have to do. So this is not too much complicated, right? You just have to iterate over all the digits and just check if it is how many times it's occurring, right? So just iterating over all the numbers and counting the digit, while this is the way to actually iterate over each digit of a number, right? And just simply writing a count. So this is the whole code is look like. So I don't know, like this is pretty easy problem, like this is pretty easy, right? Let's move to third problem. Even the third problem is also pretty easy. For the first time I thought that okay, third problem is quite easier than like as expected than other problem, right? So you see what the question is. So you are given integer array nums. An array is considered alternating prime if element at even indices are prime numbers, element at odd indices are non-prime numbers. In one operation, you may increment any element by 1. Return the minimum number of operations required to transform nums into alternating prime array. A prime array number is a natural number greater than 1 with only 2 factors, 1 and itself. So I don't think this is too much difficult, right? At element 0 must be a prime, so increment 0 by 1, which means at every point, if I would consider this case, right? If you are given an array at every point, let's say you are at 1, so you just have to check if it is even index, if it is index, and if it is prime or not, right? Let's say you are at a even indices, right, and it is not a prime, so you just have to increment it and just check if it is prime or not, right? And same for the odd index, you just have to check if it is not on prime. So this is easy problem. You just have to, the only thing which you should know about this is like sieve of algorithm, like there's an algorithm which you can use through which you can easily get if a number is a prime or not in of log n time. So this is only thing in this particular problem, and apart from that everything is pretty normal, right? Just created like sieve algorithm. Like if you don't know about sieve algorithm, do search on YouTube. You will definitely able to find any particular video and learn about sieve algorithm. That will help you a lot in prime numbers problem. I'm just populating, and how I'm populating is like this. And in this particular algorithm, what we do, we mark all the like multiple of that particular number as false, because if the current number is a prime, then for the other it should not be a prime, because there exist multiple of that particular number. So this is what I'm doing, iterating over the map, and I'm just checking if it's a prime number, and if it is like it's a even index, and if it's not a prime, so I just have to make it prime. Same if it is odd index, and if it's a prime, then I have to make it non-prime. So this is the like problem like, and I don't think it's too difficult. So this is the code of this third problem also, right? So today contest, I like while explaining, I don't actually need to use Excel to actually explain what the thought process for the problems look like. So today contests are pretty easy, like it's a beginner friendly contest, you can say. And talking about the second problem in the weekly contest, it's pretty like it's more related to geometry mathematical problem, right? So it's all about that. So I hope you are able to understand the solutions of the problem. It's not too difficult, and if you are not able to solve, don't get motivated. If you're just starting, it's just a beginning, you will definitely able to solve in upcoming days. So thanks for watching this video. If you are able to understand, do let me know in the comment section if you have any problem, if you have any question, if you have any doubt. Like the video, do subscribe to the channels, which gives me the motivation to upload such more videos. And yeah, this is it for the video. Bye bye and take care.